Hey guys, welcome back. I'm edcgunner, and in today's episode we're gonna have viewer emails. You can send those at edcgunner@gmail.com. And in my previous live show, I asked for you to send in your watch collection, so I'm interested to see. So the first collection I have here, the first guy who showed up is Matt or Mateus, or I'm not sure, is it Mateus? But hey, my name is Mateus, but just call me Matt. Alright, Matt, I'm a high school student, 17 years old, and I come from Poland. Kurwa. I've been collecting for 1.5 years now, not 15. I really like the content you're putting out on YouTube. Thanks, man. My collection is quite big. I have around 15 watches. I have a small wrist, so all are between 33 or 42. I will try to place them in categories. So number one, beaters. He sent photos and separate emails, so I cannot really see them here. But I will roll in the photos as I speak right now. So a Casio F91, absolute classic, bought it on a vacation and rocking it on a red Zulu. One of my favorite Casios because it was my first watch ever, and I'm yet to get it, but I will get it, definitely. I remember the joy when I had it, when I got it. So Wazda Amphibia, fun watch, 40mm blue dial, nice leather strap from Barden. I switch it up with NATO sometimes. Okay, classic watch. I love it, and I think every collection should have at least one Russian piece, just for the sake of it. By the way, today I'm wearing my Seiko SKS. Swatch 51, System 51. Although I'm not a huge fan of the concept, but I wanted to give it a try anyways, so I bought one new on an auction for 50 bucks. Has not failed me, and I really enjoy wearing it. Well, if it floats your boat, I'm not really a fan of that one because you cannot service it, and I think they won't be collectible. Number two, those were the beaters. Sport and field watches. Seiko SKS 0013. My first, I have a 7, it's just the same version. My first conscious watch. I don't know what the heck that means. I love everything about it. It's a classic piece. Seiko 5 that I've beaten up quite a bit. Great daily watch. I enjoyed the bracelet, but been recently wearing it on a nice leather strap. Another classic watch, and this is so far shaping up to be a great beginner's collection. When I was 17, I had no collection. Early 2013 DS Quartz Day Date. Interesting watch. I got a really good deal on it. Looks like a dress watch, but it's very tough with 100-meter water resistance. Let me just quickly try to find that Certina. I want to see. So I have here folder matte collection watches. Let's see, Certina. Is that Certina? Oh, it's like a day date Certina. That's interesting. It's like a present. I want a present, by the way. That's something that I identified that I want to be. One of these days I will get it. Okay, it looks like a day date. I wouldn't be interested to try it on just to see how it feels to wear a day date watch. And Certina is a great brand. Aviation watches, number 3. Zeppelin Quartz, made in Germany watch with a beautiful dial and hands. I got it as a present from my parents. Zeppelin watches have a really cool dial layout, but it's a quartz, and I don't think it's very collectible, but you got it as a present, so cherish it, enjoy it. Everything that's present should be well taken care of and respected. Laco Augsburg 39mm with an automatic Mayotta movement. Great case and great student budget figure with a lot of heritage. Well, they do look good, but I do have an issue. It's an automatic movement. I kind of feel that Flieger watch should be manual wound, uh, and they're quite expensive for what they are. Number four, vintage, mostly dress watches. A 1956 Zenith Sporto, original with fine working hand-wound movement. If you want to get some kudos for your Zenith watch, just go over there to Modern Day Watch Enthusiasts. They are all over vintage Zeniths. Zenith is a great brand, and Zenith Sporto, I owned one, and I need to check out this one to tell you more. Let's see, where's that Zenith Sporto? It would be nice if you could, guys, send your email in the same email, attach photos, and if you have photos too large, you can resize them a little bit. Oh, this one has a small second hand. Looks nice. I'm not a fan of a Sporto because it says Sporto and it's kind of dressy watch. I guess it was sports watch back in the days, but I think it's a really nice condition. Looks like a Calatrava. I love it. And you can always find a great vintage watches for a little bit of money, and they have that bit more than nowadays watches. 60s Timex, made in Great Britain, that my girlfriend bought me as a spontaneous gift. I love the vintage case vibe. 60s Timex in Great Britain, they have so much variety of cases and designs, but unfortunately the movement is, let's just say, do not open the case and admire the movement, because there's nothing to be admired except they are working and they are it takes a licking and it keeps on ticking, or something like that. Yeah, but it's a gift from your girlfriend, so it's really nothing much to say. Cherish it. 1980s Hudson with an interesting face, showing only hours and minutes, bought it in a Polish watch festival as a souvenir and reminder of all the wonderful people I met there. I need to go and check it out again. Try to send it all in one made. Oh, it's a jump hour. This is a jump hour piece. I love it. I love jump hour watches. I had quite a few of them. Unfortunately, I do not have now. But when the Langenzone jump hour came out, they kind of became more popular. But it's really interesting as something else. It's like a vintage digital watch. It's really cool. And of course, speaking of vintage digital watches, you have a 1990s Timex Data Link. Interesting watch, rich history. Go to International Space Station. I think I have a video about it. And being the first small watch that you can connect wireless to computer, it's really geeky and I love it. This is such an interesting collection. You have all sorts of watches and it's super cool. And you did not spend that much money, but you have a collection that you can sit and talk about. That's what I appreciate. That's what I appreciate about watches, and I appreciate about true enthusiasm. Watches with heritage, number 5. I don't know that my family possessed so many good I didn't know that my family possessed so many good watches. They weren't aware of it either. I have inherited a few that are now in my collection. 1980s, 1918 French woman's watch, and I don't wear, but it's a family heirloom, so I keep it safe in my box. It belonged to my great-grandmother. I said this many times, I would love to have a watch that belonged to my grandmother or grandfather. Fortunately, I tried to look up into it. My grandfather had a Raketa vintage one, but it's nowhere to be found, so that makes me a bit sad because I would love to have it. And it looks really cool. 1970s Glashütte Pessimatic, German watch made in East Germany. my grandfather got it for 30 years of working for a coal mine. It's in wonderful condition with an orange sunburst dial and an interesting case. I got it serviced and it works really well. I'm glad you got it serviced, and I'm sure the service for these watches is not as expensive for those our fellows in West Europe or in the USA, so I'm really glad you serviced it, and those two are cool watches that really belong to your family, and hopefully that one day it will belong to someone yours and they will say this is from my great grandpa watch. That's why I got this Bergion watch tools, so I can say one day someone will say, oh, that's my grandpa's Rolex tool. So I think it's a cool story. Okay, what now? Bruno Zunle Quartz. Bruno Zunle Quartz, a watch that my uncle gave me because he heard I'm interested in watches. Oh, you have such a cool family. It's made in Glashut and has a 10 moment. It was really wow. It wears really well. Sorry, I'm not gonna do it again. We all make mistakes. 1980s Delbana that belonged to my father. He wore it for 20 years, so the chrome on the case is in bad condition. It's still running though. Yeah, the biggest problem with those watches that are not the chrome cased, and yeah, the chrome wears out. It's just like the gold plating. And the biggest thing when I went to go to the flea markets and whatnot, if it's a vintage watch, I tried to find the one that are in steel, made in steel, the stainless steel cases. So if it's in steel case, I will probably get it. And 1980s Pilot dress watch that belonged to my mother. The condition is second to none. I like to wear it, although it was considered dress watch. I saw it's a Pilot Deluxe and Deluxe. It's one of the nicer watches from Pilot. I think it's their top of the line, and I also had one. Unfortunately, I haven't made a video while I have it. 1990s Maurice Lacroix watch with an ATM moment that I got from my other grandfather. It works well, and the dial starts to get some patina. I wear it often and with pride. Wow. You're so lucky you got so many watches from your family, and they're supporting you. Number 6, pocket watches. Vintage Stova dress watch that I found on my local Sunday market. I love those local Sunday markets. It ticks loudly and screams Bauhaus. That would be all. The pictures I will send in another email. Keep up the great work. Cheers, Matt. And Matt, I think you have a collection that is really worthy. I'm looking at it now. It's really worthy. It's colorful. And don't forget, guys, Matt is only 17 years old. You have a really cool collection. It is every piece has a story, and you can talk about it. And right now, I would advise you not to go and not to fall in the trap of buying too many watches that are like entry level. You can get a Seiko, but you have a Seiko. And right now I'll advise you to get a little piggy bank like I have here. Let me just show you, like this one. Get one of these and put some cash in it, put some cash set aside. Try to put some paper money, not just coins. And one day when you open it, you will have money for something really cool. For something, what I'm trying to say, skip all those mid-level watches, mid-tier level watches, and try to save up for something really cool and serious. Something noteworthy to continue this cool story you have here, because all of your watches have a cool story. And one day, for example, when you buy a Omega Moon watch or something that you prefer, one day you can say, I started collecting, I got all these watches, and this one I saved up for a long time. And don't fall into the trap buying Steinhardts and Squallies and all those watches mid-tiers, unless they are cheap, unless you can find them super cheap, but don't buy them brand new. Save up, put your money in your coin, in your piggy bank and save up, and one day it will be super sweet story and super cool story, and the watch will be so more valuable and worthy to you that hopefully one day your grandkids will say, oh, this is Omega Moon watch that belonged to my grandfather, Matteo's, and I think that's a super cool story to have. And yeah, with that, I want to thank you for writing. Thank you for taking time to sound all your photos and to write this, share your story. Thank you for sharing your story, and keep on collecting. You don't know what you got yourself into. Only 17 years old, and your collection is going places. Trust me, you will go places, and it's so much more better to collect watches and do something than to do drugs and some of those stupid things. So yeah, keep up the good work. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my channel. And with that, I just want to ask you guys to give me a thumbs up, share your thoughts about Matt's collection, maybe some suggestions what he can get next. And I don't like to tell people sell everything, buy Rolex and whatnot. Just keep up the good work, and you have a really interesting collection. 17 years old and an amazing collection. So thank you guys, and cheers.